Hey, what's going on? So I'm stopping in. I don't have my, do I call that? I do not have my phone stand, so I have to be using my hand currently to be videoing. But I just tuned in today because I wanted to talk about my experience coming here to Jamaica. Uh, I had an experience, like it was a rough one. So my flight was at 6:15 a.m. and I was supposed to be doing a connected flight. No, I went to my bed like 10 o'clock and I wanted to sleep, couldn't sleep. Mind you, I am supposed to be getting up like 3 o'clock to try to get to the airport, like 4 o'clock, after 4, sometime there. And I went to my bed about 4 hours before night and got up, got ready. Got my ride, and we were en route to the airport. No, we got to the airport about 4:30, and I did not know which which one of the station I was supposed to go to. You know that they have different places for different airlines, so they had like 2 different ones, and we went to 2, and this was like 4:30 that time. And remember, the flight leaves at 6:15, and when I went in there, I realized that it wasn't the right port that I went to, so we had to go all around again and try to find the one that I was supposed to go to. And then we are there, and guess what? Girl did not weigh her bag prior to going to the airport, and outside of the airport there were scales to weigh the bag. But because I was running against time and I would have already been checked in, but I wanted to get through customs and all of those good stuff before being in an ace to board. So I went up to the counter, put my suitcase on the scale, and guess what amount was on it? So my luggage weighed 62 pounds. And guess what? My carry-on and my hand luggage were already packed. So I got into panic mode because that's 12 pounds to be eradicated from my bag. So I went into my bag and I wish I had it. It's like after I was on the plane, I was saying like, this could have been content to show the chaotic moment that I went through. But I wasn't even thinking that, because all I was thinking about is getting my bag sorted out as fast as I could so that I am able to board the flight. So it was 12 pounds. I started getting my stuff and throwing it in the bin. Yes, like I was throwing stuff that I think was minor, was not that costly, into the bin. And the person that took me to the airport, I would have called her and I was like getting panic, and I was saying that I don't know what to do. Like, it's overweight. I don't know if I put my things. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And she was saying that, do you want me to turn back? And I didn't want to put her through any struggles. But then when I threw some stuff out and I went back to the lady, and she said, you need to get 6 pounds more out of the bag. And guys, I had my stuff, and I don't know where they were going to, but I pulled them out of the suitcase and they need to find somewhere else to go. And when I pulled it out and I went back again with the suitcase, the luggage, she was like, you need to get 2 more pounds out. And so I started, I was frantic, and I called back the lady again, and I said, I don't know what to do. And she said, you want me to turn back? Mind you, she was almost home. She was going on the highway. You want me to turn back? And I said, yes, because I couldn't be throwing out all of these good stuff too much. And then I took something out again, and I feel as though it still never met the requirement. But I think the lady was really sorry for me, and she said, okay. And she just let me through. And guess what? My bag started to rip because of how back and forth I was with. And it was chaotic. I had to hold my laptop in my hand because my bag was already full and filled. And but anyways, the good thing is I got to board. I got the required amount in there, and I had, well, it wasn't an excellent flight. It was a bumpy flight. And went to the flight because, there was supposed to be a thunderstorm in the atmosphere. Went to the other airport, went to the first airport. And the flight, so we were supposed to reach 7:30. The other flight was supposed to be leaving 8:30. And then this is a new airport that I had gone to for the first time. It was Baltimore in Washington, yeah, that airport. And the rest of the time that I had was to find my check-in location. My boarding location, the gate, yeah. And as soon as I got there, person started boarding. Yeah, and the flight was bumpy too on the second flight en route to Jamaica. And yeah, what else happened? I was there tracking. I don't know, is there anyone here that once you get on the flight, remember I didn't sleep and I wanted to sleep, but there's something about me and traveling. When I'm traveling, it's like I do not like to sleep when I'm traveling. Like, more office see. If anything I'll go happen, make it happen with me seeing, which would be frightening anyways, but yeah. And so I got to Montego Bay. Montego Bay was a whole nother story. I don't want to really draw this video out, but Montego Bay was a whole other story, because tell me why I went to where the luggage are supposed to be unloaded, like on the thing that they have going around that you take your luggage off. Tell me why I was one of the first person that went there. And when I went there, and then bags going around, and everybody get them bag, and I can't see my own. I'm went to the lady and I was saying, I said, so the thing stopped and I haven't seen my bag. So she was like, if you have the receipt for the bag, you take the part that was torn and go over to the decks, and the gentleman will help you over there, or file the complaint or whatever. No, after all that I've gone through with the bags in the morning, I do not want this mishap in the evening. And so I went over there and I told him my name. And as soon as I told him my name, he said the last name. So why is it that this man took up my bag from early on? I don't know if they had a personal searching for it or what. And that was not the only thing. It's like when I got my bag, I retrieved my bag, and there was a gentleman there beside him, an immigration officer, which, yeah, big up you. What's your name again? Sanjay Brown. I think from Norwood. Big up you. Because you really come through for me yesterday. Like, you helped me out real good. And so when I went, so he walked with me to where we are supposed to be, the bags are supposed to be searched. Tell me why we still have to have bags open and searched, because I already told you about my bag being packed to the brim to the point that the bag was ripping. And I was sent to a station, and I was in the line for about 30 minutes. Mind you, there were persons standing there that are supposed to work, and like they are unconcerned about people standing in the long wait. And so he came along again. Big up you, Sanjay. And he came again and he asked me for my passport and whatever, and told me to open the bags and whatever. And he helped me out quite well. That was off my merry journey. So yesterday was a whole bag of stuff. Yesterday, which might be several days ago, but it was a whole bag of stuff. But yeah, I'm grateful, and yeah, looking forward to see what Jamaica has in store for me.